Okay, guys, do you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, hi. This is Dr. Daka, and we are starting a Math 1540 online class. This is just an introductory uh, lecture, so I can just explain to you what needs to be done in this class. Do you see the screens that I have out there? Do you see the syllabus screen by any chance? Okay. Do you have a question? Anybody? No. Okay. Uh, so as you can see, the syllabus, it's got the D2L website, my email address. If you are around campus on Royal Oak, my office is in B as in boy 232. And the best way to reach me is through email. So please shoot me an email. You have any questions, it's the easiest and quickest way to get a response. Even though you could leave a voicemail, but usually a voicemail takes a couple days to get back to you, but an email hopefully sooner, a lot sooner than that. I will be physically in my office, which is B232, as in boy, B232 at Royal Oak campus between 10 and 11 a.m. every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You don't need an appointment. If you are close to Royal Oak campus or you are there and you have any questions, just stop by during those times and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Or we could meet via Zoom, via Zoom, just like we are right now. Just give me at least 24 hours to probably 48 hours would be better. If you give me like 2 days in advance notice, I can schedule a meeting that's convenient for both of us, and we can meet and discuss whatever problems you have or homework or whatever you need. So you can again come to my office during the specified hours or Zoom by scheduling an appointment, and I'm very flexible with the Zoom. You can even do weekends. The textbook, which is posted on D2L. Let me show you where the textbook is. It's an electronic version. You've already paid for it since you registered for the class, and everybody should have access to the textbook. So if you go to the D2L, do you see the D2L website? Do you see that, guys? Okay, thank
Yes.
you. So you can see I already have one announcement about the class, which is the same one that you got via email. So please check your email regularly, okay? Like twice a day. I will put also the announcements on D2L under course home, but everything you need to know about the class is under content. If you go to content, there's the ebook, the first item under table of contents. Click on that. And if you have never used Cengage before, you need to click this link first, and then you can access the textbook because they need you to register to Cengage if you haven't used the book yet. But there's the book right there. And click to open. Okay, so and this is chapter by chapter. Now for the homework, because I have assigned homework problems at the end of the syllabus. So let's say it says section 2.1, numbers 1 through 89. So you go to chapter 2, and then you click on the 2.1 exercises. And so the odd numbers that I have listed under homework, I'll show you that's what I'm talking about. If it says 1 through 29 odd, so you go to that page, that section, and these are the problems that you need to do to practice. That homework is not gonna be graded. I will tell you what's gonna be graded, but not this homework. This is a great tool for you though to do well on the exams, but that part is not gonna be graded. Okay, so that's in terms of homework, in terms of the book, and we're gonna come back to the D2L in a minute. Okay, so let's go back to the syllabus. Those are the sections that I'm going to cover for the class. The exams, there will be 5 exams and 10 weekly quizzes. The exams, and there's a cumulative final exam. So basically 5 tests, a final exam, and 10 quizzes. The lowest grade of the 5 tests will be dropped. So these 5 tests, not the final exam. The final exam must be taken. But the 5 tests, I will only count 4 of them. And then the lowest one will be dropped. And if you miss any test for any reason, that will be considered your dropped score. You don't have to tell me drop that test. Once you miss a test for any reason, even if you're ill or sick or whatever you have, that's going to be considered your drop test. Okay, so you are allowed to drop 1 test. If you take all 5 tests, I will count your best 4 and drop the lowest. If you take 4, I will count those 4 and you're not getting a 0 because that's a drop test. Okay, and the quizzes, I'll show you where the quizzes are. Each quiz is worth 5 points, or no, 10 points. Sorry, the quizzes are worth 100 points. Let me show you where the quizzes are. So if you go again, it's all under content. If you go to content, weekly quizzes, and I'm sorry, hold on. I think I mixed that up with another class. So there is, hold on 1 second. So let's go to quizzes. There is the quizzes right there. Can't see them now. Class notes. Weekly quizzes right there. So if you click on that, it shows you all the quizzes. So there's 10 of them, not 13. I'm sorry. There's 10 quizzes. Okay. Each quiz is worth 10 points. So that's a total of 100 points. This is what you need to do. So like, let's say you open quiz 1. When do you do quiz 1? After you have mastered these sections, 1-4, 1-6, 1-8, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3. You print out quiz 1, you do the work on paper, and you save it until the day of the final exam, which is scheduled in the syllabus. You bring all 10 quizzes stapled together and bring them to me to class, because the cumulative final exam is in person. Once you bring them, I will grade them for completion. As long as you completed every one of them, if there's anything missing, you're gonna lose points. But if you completed them, even if there's mistakes, that's fine. Complete them, bring them and you will get up to 100 points towards your grades. It's like a test, okay? The 10 quizzes are equivalent to a test. So make sure you do them on a regular basis. And once you are done, save them until the day of the final. That's when you're gonna bring them in, write your name on them, staple them together, and hand them to me, and I will grade them and give them back to you with the grade before you leave class that day, before you finish your final exam. That way you know what your score is. And again, it's mostly based on completion. As long as I see that there's serious work, even if there's mistakes, that's fine. Don't leave anything blank. Make sure you get it done. That's not a hard 100 points to get. Are there any questions? Please stop me at any time if you have questions, okay? All right, so let's go back to the syllabus. All right, so so there's 10 weekly quizzes for 100 points. I'm gonna count 400 points for the quizzes, and I mean for the tests, and 100 points for the final. So you'll be shooting for 400 plus 100 plus 100, that's 600 total points. The tests, you will have test 1, 2, 4, and 5 are via Zoom, and then test 3 and the final exam are face-to-face in room A210. It's all explained in there, right here. This is the schedule that you're gonna follow, weekly schedule. And you should be getting, you should be getting an email and an announcement from me every week, either Monday or Sunday, about what you're supposed to cover that week. So like for week 1, for this week, those are the sections you need to cover. And keep up with the quizzes to get them done after you finish those sections. So for sections 1, 4, 1, 6, 1, 8, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, those are the ones that you're gonna do this week. And to do the notes, here's the notes. So there's gonna be, the book is there, the class notes on chapter 1, chapter 2, 1 through 2, 5. So all the notes are here, and also the videos. If you scroll down, chapter by chapter videos, okay? So the lectures are there, so you can go through that once you get to those chapters. So the class notes and the videos, and that's how you're gonna be studying for the class, okay? So you should make sure you know every problem that's done in the notes and every problem that I do in the video lectures. Make sure you know those and anything that's close to those, because my exams are going to be similar to those. Okay. So these are week. So for instance, when you get to week 3, which starts at 219, test 1, it's Monday 219 at 4 p.m. using Zoom. You will be getting a Zoom link just like you got for the meeting. And there, for every test, there's an alternative test, because I know it's online, and I know I'm testing via Zoom or in person, but I've given you an alternative for each test. Like if you test one, if Monday doesn't work for you, there's something going on, the Friday prior, all day, the Friday prior, all day, you can take that at any of the OCC testing centers. You can choose the time as long as you have enough time to finish before they close. It's a 2-hour exam. So if they close at 8, you want to make sure you start the latest 5:30, okay? There. Or you can take it in the morning or in the afternoon that day, but it's going to be the Friday prior to the test date. You have to let me know at least a week in advance so I can do the arrangements, and you have to yourself schedule an appointment with the testing center prior to taking the exam. Otherwise, they will not take you to, they will not proctor the exam for you. So you would have to contact the testing center, and you will have to let me know a week in advance so I can make the arrangements if you're planning on taking any alternative exam. Okay, so that's basically the schedule for the semester right there in the syllabus. And then the final exam is 429, and that's when you're going to bring in all the quizzes that I was talking about. Stapled together, finished. I will grade them and hand them back to you that same day before you leave. Any questions so far? Okay, so let's continue with the syllabus. So after I do all the grades, I add them up and divide by 6, and that's what I go by. It's the scale that I go by. Now the course description, you can read that. That's what we're going to be covering. Prerequisite, you don't need to worry about that. End mark, if you are here, you don't have to worry about that. The homework that I was talking about, let me show you where the homework list is. And I already showed you the ebook. So if you go to, again, to your course site, you go to content, and same thing, everything is under content. You can see the homework right there. You click on it, you download it, it probably will look better, but anyways, so if you click on it, why is this coming like that? Hold on. Okay, so if you click on it, you can see like when you do 1.4, this is the assign, this is not to collect, right? This is just for you to practice 5 through 101 from that section and so on, the odd numbers. If I were you, I would do every other odd first. If I feel I'm mastered the stuff, then I don't need to do every odd. Every other odd, like if you do 5, you skip 7, you do 9, you skip 11, and so on. And make sure when you're doing the homework, make sure you focus on the ones that are similar to the ones in the notes or in the lecture that I have. Okay? Focus more on what I discuss in those notes or in the lecture. All right. So let's continue with the syllabus. Common courses outcome, read that. Makeups, I talked about that. Every test has an alternative test date, which is a Friday prior all day. And you need to let me know a week in advance so I can set it up at least a week in advance. And you have to schedule the meeting with the testing center that you're planning on taking the exam for. If you plan on taking the alternative one, if you're taking the regular exam, nothing to worry about. Extra credit. I give my students extra credit for uploading the exams. So remember when we're going to be taking three Zoom exams and 3 Zoom exams. Test 1, no, 4 Zoom exams. Test 1, test 2, test 4, and test 5. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to assignments once I post the exam, and you're going to find the tests right there, and then you're going to download that while you're on Zoom. I'm going to be watching everybody on Zoom. And once you download it and print it, then you can do the work, and then you need to upload it back to assignment. That's what you're going to get 6 points credit for, extra credit. If you do that right, if you practice that right, before you come to the test, those who come to the test and not ready, they are not going to get the 6 points extra credit. And where do you practice? I already put it under course home. You got that in the email, and the videos are right here at the bottom of that page announcement. And you should have gotten those videos also in the email. Everybody got the email from me. So you click on those videos, you download the app CamScam, and then learn how to upload a file on that, and then how to email it, and then upload it to assignments on D2L. That takes not even a minute once you know how to do it. It's really simple, but you need to practice that. During the exam is not the time to practice. If you want to get those 6 points extra credit, which could bring your test, like on test 5, let's say, if your grade is 84, it's a B. If you add the 6 points to that, becomes an A. So it's very important, extra credit points. So make sure you learn that. And most of you, if you have taken online classes before, you should know how to upload exams to assignments. If not, that's fine. There's the videos, watch them. Each one of them is like 3 to 5 minutes video, not even. Very simple. Download the app and practice that. The most important thing is you practice that before you come to the exam. There's not going to be any time to practice during the exam, or there's no learning during the exam. So please do that. And if you don't mess it up and you upload and everything is fine, at the end of the class, I will add those points, 6 points extra credit to your grade. Any questions? Okay. So let's go back to the syllabus. So we've talked about the extra credit. So please read that and make sure you understand every bit of it. If not, just let me know if you have any questions. Incomplete. Just make sure you read the policy before you ask for one. If you have to ask for one. OCC has tutoring besides my office hours. There's an in-person tutor finally in the math lab at Royal Oak, ASC, room C101. It's an open math lab, no appointment needed, and it starts Wednesdays, January 17. It's Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The tutor knows all the math, so he will be able to help you with any questions you have. This is the in-person tutoring. We also have virtual tutoring that's listed on contact. I'll show you where, but this is in-person Tuesdays, Wednesdays from 10 to 4. Okay, and these are some OCC dates. Again, cheating, taking the exam via Zoom. I will be talking about the procedure, and it will all be emailed to you and posted on D2L. The desk has to be clear of everything. I need to be able to see the desk, your hands, your face at all times. There should be nothing next to you and all that. You're gonna be sent all this information before the exam. So make sure you read it and make sure you follow it. If you are cited for cheating, then there are consequences. So make sure you don't do that. We're all adults. We're here to learn, and I'll be more than happy to teach you and help you with whatever you have. So please abide by the rules. These are some OCC designated last day to add, last day to drop, and all that. So make sure you read those. And I've talked about the schedule. That's what I'm going to be following. And I'm going to be sending you an email and put it as an announcement every either Sunday or Monday as to what to expect for that week. Okay, so week 1 has already started, and that's what you're responsible for. And these are all college. Okay, the tutoring, you can call or email the ASC for some additional tutoring. Okay, now I want to go to the content. So if you go to content here, let me show you what's in there. There's a lot of stuff that I posted. Okay, the ebook I already talked about. You click on that. If you haven't registered for Cengage, click on that, and then that's the ebook number 2. And if you need some support, click on technical support. Virtual tutoring, you click on that. There's a couple links. Hopefully you can find some decent tutoring there. These are the weekly quizzes that I've told you about. Why does it say 13? Hold on. Oh, there's 2. Oh, no wonder why. Hold on. I put the keys for a couple of them. I'll be so damn. I don't know why I did that. You're supposed to do that, not me. Okay. All right, so we're good. All right, so these are the weekly quizzes that are due the last day, the day of the final exam that I've already talked about. We've talked about the homework list. Every time you take a test, and when I grade it, I put the key right there. So you're gonna find the key there to compare your work to the key. So you know you learn from your mistakes. And sometimes I miss something, I grade, and I don't give you the right points, so you can check if I gave you the right points or not. Okay. So make sure you go to there every time you get your grade back, check your grade, check your work against the key. If you wonder what the exams look like, go to all tests. There's each test and test key. I pretty much follow the same standard of examples. This should help you a lot in preparing for each exam. Also for the final exam. There's final exam review and the key for that at the bottom. So that's all in there. You will be getting a Zoom link for each test. That's where I'm gonna also post it. Like here, the Zoom meeting link for this class is right there, and it will be for each test. And the video, the lecture that I'm doing right now, it'll be posted there in case you want to watch it again. And Zoom links for tests. So that's what I was talking about. Okay. These are the chapter videos. Now there's more stuff that I wanted to talk about. Okay. Okay, this is the college algebra. In case you need some refresh on intermediate algebra, I put, like, let's say there was something about applications of system of equations and you need some more studying, go there. Conics, complex numbers, compound interest formula. I mean, this is all from the prior class, intermediate algebra. Factoring, a lot of students have problems with factoring. It's all in there. It's all explained. Some nice examples, nice steps, and there's more. So all the intermediate algebra that you can think of is there. Okay, so if you need any help with anything, go there. It's short, it's straight to the point with a lot of great explanations and some examples for the most part. Rules of exponents. Okay, so it's all in there, all review. So please, look at that if you need any help with intermediate algebra stuff. Handouts, college algebra handouts. Again, there's all the handouts that you can think of. Section like in 1.6, there's a handout, 1.8, another handout, and so on, section by section. Whenever there's a handout needed, it's there. And then you can load more at the bottom. What else is there? I think that's it. So the tests will be listed under assignments once we are due to take a test. They're not going to be under quizzes. They're going to be under assignments. And everything else is going to be under content. And I will, like I said, I will share with you, the rules for taking a test. Hold on, let me share that with you right now. Let me share. Okay, this is what you're gonna get before each test, or at least before the first test, and then you should keep that and make sure how to set up taking the test and finishing the test. And those are the videos they're already posted there also. They're posted under announcement. You got those in the email. Those are the videos to download the CamScan app and then upload the file into assignment, the test file as a PDF. Nothing else is going to be accepted except PDF files. You may use a scanner. If you have a scanner next to your computer, that's fine with me too. A lot of students in the past have used a scanner. Whatever you have to scan it is fine. Probably your cell phone. Your cell phone may not be used during the exam, but once you're done the exam and you send me a chat saying, I'm done, I'm gonna scan my test using the cell phone, that's fine. Then you can use your cell phone. Everyone should have a graphing calculator. You will not be able to use the calculator on the desktop or your cell phone calculator. It has to be a graphing calculator that I can see clearly in front of you, that you can use during the exam. You can use the graphing calculator and you can use a pencil. And the test you will have to download, print, and do the work in the provided space. Okay, you will be getting a test with just like this. Okay, where did that go? Hold on. Here. You'll be getting a test just like the old tests. So old tests, test one. So you'll have space to do the work. Okay, so you write the work in the provided space. Once you print it out, you write it and then upload it. As simple as that. Okay. I don't know if I missed anything, but that's probably it for me. I also, you know what? I think in the syllabus, hold on, let me go back and look at the syllabus one more time. I think I put in there, hold on. Let me go back one more. I think I have something about a review for the final exam. Yeah, I've scheduled a final exam review, which is the Wednesday before the Monday of the final. And I scheduled that at 4 p.m. And I will record that. I will go over the cumulative review that I have posted on D2L that I showed you. I will explain that, go over that for you to help you study for the final exam. If you have preference to be on the weekend, the review like Saturday on Sunday, I'm flexible, but I need to hear from most of you, either via email or now. You can say it's better for me to meet on the weekend, and I will still record it, even if I have all the students. I will still record it and post it on D2L. Okay. So, but I would like to review before the final because it's cumulative, it's a lot of stuff, and that hopefully will help you do better on the final exam. Are there any questions? You guys don't want to ask any questions? Is everything clear? Do you know what you're going to be doing? Are we all clear on everything? Any questions? Everybody, do you guys have any questions? Well, that's all I wanted to talk about. If there's anything that I missed, please let me know so I can, oh, hold on, let me see. Okay, thank you, Louis. Okay, so if you don't have anything else, I think we're done. I'm gonna send out an email later tonight to just to remind you what needs to be done the first week, and you will be getting an email and an announcement every week thereafter. Okay? And like I said, I'm always open to meetings with you anytime that's convenient to the two of us during my regular office hours or via Zoom. Just let me know. If you need the help, ask for it, and I will be more than happy to provide that. Okay? Thank you and have a great rest of the day. Thank you for showing up.